Coming at you live from Glasgow, Scotland, this is a Nate Doggy Dog 52 production. What's up YouTube, it's Nate Doggy Dog 52 and I'm back again with another sneaker review. This time it's only my second ever Air Jordan 20 pickup. Without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. So it's this brand new style Jordan box for that remastered series almost, the black, matte black box with the metallic gold Jumpman. You've got the metallic gold 23 in the front and also on the back. I'll let you see the sizing label. And something that's interesting that I picked up on this sneaker just prior to starting this video is they don't actually call this sneaker a retro. So interestingly enough, does this mean that Nike and Jordan Brand are saying you can wear this sneaker to perform in? Who knows, but it's just an interesting thing that I've picked up on. So we've got the Air Jordan XX or 20, black, Stealth-Varsity red. The style code is 310455. The colour code is 002. These are, as always, in my US 13 and UK 12 sizing, as always. There's my receipt from Nike store. It's got that new style Jordan Brand paper on there, and that is a look at the sneaker right there. So I'm going to pull it out and then we can get talking a little bit about it. So this sneaker is more so in line with what was dropped with the original Air Jordan 20 back 10 years ago now in 2005. What they wanted to do was basically commemorate Michael's career and in a sneaker to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the Jordan Brand as well. So I'm going to slide this off to the side real quick and I'm going to grab both shoes and I'll tell you why in a sec. So something that was very, very monumental about this sneaker, not to mention it being the 20th Jordan Brand sneaker, was the fact that the Jordan Brand brought back Tinker Hatfield to co-design this sneaker along with a gentleman called Mark Smith. He had a different part to what Tinker did, but I'll explain that in a sec. So Tinker, this was the first shoe he did since coming back, since doing the Jordan 15, so it was a massive, massive deal to do this. They took inspiration from motorcycles and also from like jet skiing boots as well as surfboard leashes, all of which I will explain. So if we start with the outsole on this sneaker, it's very, very similar to the 14 in that they made a play, Jordan Brand made a play on the number that the Jordan was, because on the Jordan 14 they did 7 Jumpmans on the left, 7 Jumpmans on the right, totaling 14. So starting with the bottom, they unveiled this brand new technology. It's called Independent Podular System. So you have this wrapped Phylon midsole and this Independent Podular System, which are these little black pods that you find set against the grey outsole with herringbone on them. They also have little elements to celebrate the Jordan Brand's history. So here you can see there's inspiration for the Jordan 12 with the rising sun from Japan. You've got the Jordan 11 there, you've got the Jordan 14 Ferrari style logo. You've got elements from other Jordan sneakers as well on here. So yeah, that's the IPS with that herringbone. The rest of the outsole that doesn't protrude out like these do, as you can see, these do protrude out a few millimetres. So these are really going to be your first point of contact with the ground. This is designed after a motorcycle wheel, like a race car wheel, with these deep grooves cut into it. It has an internal shank plate, the Jordan 20, which gives you rigidity, torsional rigidity, so the sneaker won't flex along a diagonal axis from left lateral heel to medial toe, essentially preventing your foot from being really badly injured when you're making hard lateral cuts. So that kind of covers the outsole, and coming up onto the midsole, you see that the outsole wraps up and it makes these two really, really big outriggers, which gives you that really great lateral stability on this sneaker. Which was something that Nightwing picked up in his review, so shout out to him. I do still check out your reviews, and that is on the lateral side and both the medial side, so it's very, very wide and it was a very, very stable shoe. In keeping with its original form, unlike the Jordan 20, the laser ones that I've already reviewed, this sneaker kept that laser etching on the strap, which was something that was first unveiled for the Jordan 20 because Jordan Brand really wanted to commemorate 20 years of the Jordan Brand, and because Michael wasn't playing anymore, they really wanted to commemorate all the different accolades from his career. So that was done in this randomised laser etching, which will be entirely unique to each shoe and obviously each pair of sneakers as well. So just on this left foot I have 69 for a point total. You've got the Jordan 16 just there, got the Jordan 3 featured just there, you've got the 6 championships, you've got the Jordan 10 there, you've got the Jumpman as well, you've got a Nike swoosh just there, you've got 55, you've got the Jordan 7, you've got that Jordan 14 logo there, the Ferrari style, you've got the Jordan 1, you've got 11, you've got a whole host of different things, Jordan 12 as well, all these different things featured on that in this laser etching. This was the element that Mark Smith did for Jordan Brand. He basically was speaking to Michael and saying, we really want to get some ideas and some thoughts from you for the Jordan 20 when it was still in a design stage. So basically Michael was telling Mark all about all these different stories and things that he'd done in the NBA and things like that, and they really wanted some way to commemorate that. So that's really what gave birth to this actual pack, the original idea of commemorating 20 years of the Jordan Brand. 10 years on, we're then commemorating 30 years of the Jordan Brand. We were taking that laser etching, we're putting it on a Jordan 1 for the first time, we're flipping it up a little bit on the Jordan 20s. We are also re-releasing a Jordan laser 10 years after the original was launched for the 20th anniversary. We're now doing it for the 30th anniversary on the 4s. The video on that will be upcoming, so be sure to check out the channel on that, and check out the Jordan 1 laser video, which was done just before this guy as well. So another thing that you'll find on this sneaker is you've got that patent leather, and then you have this nubuck or suede, it's probably a nubuck I would say, wrap around the toe, which is really going to give you that protection in that high wear area, especially for players who are toe dragging. That's the idea behind that. Again, this was a sneaker that I'm personally a big fan of because I think it gets off the inspiration very well. Looking at the back of the sneaker, you've got 1, 2, 3 for the first 3 championships that Michael won. You've then got 85 and 05 commemorating the year that the Jordan Brand first came out, and then 20 years later in 05. These 6 rings here, which are changed colour, if you look real close you can see that they're slightly different shades, are designed to be after almost like the exhausts of the or the spokes of the motorbikes, so that's to commemorate Jordan's 6 rings. And then on the left, the right shoe rather, you've got 20 and 23, so the 20 being the 20th Jordan sneaker, 23 of course being Michael's number, and 4, 5, 6 being the 4th, 5th and 6th championship. On this one again it's totally random. You've got a car, which again would be drawing inspiration from a sneaker. You've got the Jordan 11 there, you've got the Jumpman there, you've got the Jordan box, you've got the Jordan 9 just there, you've even got Mars Blackman or Spike Lee just there. And again, that was something else that Jordan Brand did for the 20th anniversary. They did it big, as they always do, and they brought back Spike Lee to do a Michael and Mars Blackman collection, some more commercials for this sneaker. So personally I'm super happy to have these in my collection. Very dope sneaker, something that I think they pulled off very well. It's a very premium looking sneaker in my opinion, and it still performs great to this day. Jordan Brand athletes were wearing this sneaker back in 04-05. It was Mike Bibby along with Ray Allen, and of course my boy Melo back in his Nuggets days. Even to nowadays, where this particular colourway has been seen on the feet of a few different players. I know Monty Ellis and Isaiah Thomas, Jordan Brand athletes, pulled out the laser colourway on these, and I'm sure there was a few Jordan Brand athletes pulled out this colourway. I just can't remember off the top of my head. You've got this leash on here. The idea behind this leash is that it was taken from like surfboards, so you attach the leash to your leg so that your surfboard doesn't essentially go away in the water if you were to fall off. I introduced this brand new Sphere lining, which was a really plush and soft lining to have on the sneaker. You've also got perforations on your sock liner, and what you have on the sneaker, if you combine the two, is basically Michael's face. So he's got the 2 eyes, so if you look at the 2 insoles you can see the eyes of Michael. Again, this is keeping true to the original in terms of the branding and things like that. It doesn't feature that 30th anniversary on there like what the lasers did. So again, this was the original Jordan 20 that was leaked when it was said that the Jordan 20 was going to be making a retro comeback. This was the sneaker that was done, that was first leaked with it. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, this here is the original file name for the drawing of the Jordan 20. I believe that's it right there. I believe that's what that is. So again, very cool looking sneaker, very dope, and it still performs great to this day. Because of this mid-foot strap, you do have this awesome hidden lacing system, so you can lace it up, but then this strap really will lock you in as well. And I think it's a very premium model, but also it performs great as well, having watched a few performance reviews on the sneaker. You do have those metallic silver aglets on the laces as well, but as Nightwing said in his performance review, you really don't need to tie the laces on this sneaker. You can just basically tuck them behind the tongue and then use the mid-foot strap to really lock you down. Again, I would always advise to tie the laces, but you don't necessarily need to. So this was a retro release of an original colourway of the Air Jordan 20, and that stealth colourway, as I said. The original colourway was seen on the feet of players such as Michael Beasley. Then once the retro came round, Terence Ross rocked them of the Toronto Raptors, James Johnson as well. Michael Beasley re-rocked them again. I'm pretty sure Monte Ellis pulled these out as well, so there's a whole bunch of different NBA players that pulled out this original colourway of the Air Jordan 20. It was this colourway, the Stealth, the retro release of an original colourway of the Air Jordan 20 that really got everyone hyped and excited. You never really saw anything until that press release by Nike about the Laser 20s, and obviously Des Bryant showing them on feet. Without further ado, I'm going to pop these on feet and let you guys see how they look. So there we go guys, this is the Air Jordan 20 Retro Stealth on feet, or the Air Jordan 20 Stealth, there's no retro, sorry, my bad. Your front view, side, the back, let you see the outsole. As always, I've tied the left just to let you see how it would look, and the right I've just tucked the laces down under the little inner booty part. Let you guys see how it looks as well. Anyone who's familiar with the channel setup knows that it's now time for me to grab my phone, jump straight into my shoutouts. If you would like to be added to this shoutout list, then just drop a comment below requesting to be added and it can be done. It's not a problem whatsoever. So first up, it's the reason that I do these videos. It's the main man, Ike Bezos, shoutouts to him. Jumpman Bostic is the next on the list. He's the sneaker brother from over there in Detroit, again always showing love. Hess Kicks up there in Oregon, shoutouts to you. Nightwing2303, always supporting, always retweeting, always checking out my vids, so I appreciate the support. The next person would be Kick Genius. These two guys do fantastic reviews, particularly on performance reviews. You've got Zaya X, That's Your Girl Katie, Just for Kicks 212, all of those guys are from the Florida area. We've got the Real Ray 20, Street Gear NYC, the store in New York. Nice Kicks, the store down in Austin, Texas. Sneaker Watch TV. Scoop 208, Mr. Fulmer Simpson, again shoutouts to him as always. Yo Auntie and Yo Auntie Kicks, the homemade from over there in Boston, T Blake. Jacob J. Keller on Always Fresh Apparel. Jacques Slade, Bullet RC, We Are The Trend, Ski TV, kicksonfire.com, kicksonthecity.com, Suicidal1, Swag On Haters Out, Sam Colt 12, TL Rick 72, Guns and Gloves, One Veracity, Optimus P517, Sticky 213, Blue Cheese, My Kicks Fly, Eddie Wynn, the homie Jason Mark, the homie for life from over there in St. Louis, Sir Eddie C, and the homie from Atlanta, Rich's Kicks. That concludes my shoutout list. Again, if you'd like to keep up to date with me more on a day-to-day basis, then I do have an Instagram and Twitter. If you'd like to follow me, it's at NathanCare20. It'll appear right here as I'm talking. Also, when you're posting your pictures on Instagram and on Twitter, don't forget to use the hashtags, hashtag SneakerFanWorldwide, hashtag NDD52 for me, NateDoggyDog52, and I'm helping out the homie on his hashtag on hashtag TBlake. Okay guys, I'm going to give you one final look at the Air Jordan 20 Retro in that original Stealth colourway. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do drop a like, leave a comment down below and make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Be sure to check out my previous Jordan reviews and various other reviews that I have done. I've been NateDoggyDog52, this is the Jordan 20 Stealth. Peace.